Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of It's a Dyer Thing. Sage and myself. If you've been following along with my channel and the progression of the bike build, there's all sorts of things that I'm getting done here. So we're getting some paint stuff, we're getting some vinyl, and as of today we're going out and we're picking up and going to go through the process of powder coating, how to powder coat, and kind of just like giving you a little run through on how it's done. So we are heading over and just about to park at this powder coat facility, which is in Toronto region by the name of Brightside Custom Powder Coating.com, I guess. So Brightside, yes. What is it called here? I'm just at it right now. So it's Brightside Customs, which is a powder coat. I'll leave the link as well and the description and all the information onto this video. So let me shut down this car and we'll get ourselves rigged up. We're going to go in here and we're going to go see Mike from Brightside, and we'll run through on how everything is done. So again, we are here at BrightsideCustoms.com, so Brightside Custom Powder Coating. Here's Mike.
Hey, morning.
Morning, Mike.
Am I on video there?
Yeah, you are on video.
Right.
You're okay? So
yeah,
again, like I said, as we were traveling over here, we're going to come and take a look at what the processes are for powder coating. So Mike, you've been here for...
this location 6 years. And
6 years?
Prior to that, 4. So it's over a decade of powder coating.
Over a decade of powder coating. So okay, so this is also a gentleman that works with you as well?
Yeah, so yeah, Rick works
Rick,
with me.
how's it going, Rick? Rob.
How's it going?
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect, yeah.
So if you want to get, there's a pretty cool project there of a Illusion Orange vintage bike frame.
Now we were here just last week, and we were dropping off some frames and stuff like that. And I think, is that the one?
That was the Cafe Racer guy.
So you're still okay. So
this
still
has
in
been
the process.
sandblasted.
Okay.
So this is bare metal. This is a 70s
Factory
Norton frame.
Yeah.
Right, and it's kind of funny. We got 3 of them on the go right now from 2 different guys.
We have a sandblaster, which is a small sandblaster for small items like that, like yours.
Yeah.
But when it comes to something like this, what do you got to do?
We actually have a bigger sandblaster area for that. It's another location so that we're able to do it. This is just for our smaller stuff.
Okay, so it's not like you're blasting up in the air and stuff like that.
No. We have a blaster.
It's always recycled.
To do it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
A lot of factory finishes are just painted finishes.
Just a paint.
Like powder is always considered like an expensive choice.
Okay.
It is becoming a bit more affordable because it is a bit more environmentally friendly.
Paint.
So the OEMs are picking powder more often because of.
Because I mean, their finishes are super tough, right?
Any paint process, right? If the prep is right and it's done well, you can get good adhesion and so forth, right? Okay. But powder just brings it to the next level, and having it.
It's so
the next
sweet,
level
right?
of durability.
So
right?
we strip it down, you prepare it, you clean it, and then that's where you would go then to begin your powder coat process.
And usually, once we have something blasted, we would like to shoot it fairly quick after, so we had no.
Is it just due to the fact that there's no protective coating on it and stuff like
and
that?
it's going to start rusting really quick, right? So this frame's on the task for today.
And ready. And then we end up with a kind of like a finished product, which is this.
Yeah.
And that's a powder.
So that's a pretty wild color there.
That is awesome. But yeah, so you come up with a finished product like this, and then this on a powder coat, for the most part, the life expectancy of a powder coat is forever, really.
It is forever.
So
like everything that I shoot with is always going to be UV protection. And you have no worries. It's, exterior use. There is some powder that's meant for interior use that will lose its color and so forth. Yeah. But I won't buy that cheaper powder because I know all my stuff's going to be used in automotive and motorcycle and stuff like
motorsports
that.
Industry.
So,
right? The strength of a powder coat versus a paint is just. There's no comparison, really.
For
the most part, so because it has to.
Everything's always about the prep. Yeah. So here's a set of calipers, all in the prep process.
Because it has to adhere to it really good.
So you need to start with bare clean metal is always going to give you the best adhesion. Okay. And so a blasted profile gives you a real tooth to stick to. And
because it's kind of porous, I guess. Is that what you want to refer to?
No. You really take away the concerns of it, flaking and chipping and so forth when you start with a blasted profile.
So these are 3 components that I've taken off the MT09. So we got the rear foot pegs on that, which are from stock. a silver kind of chromy finish to it, which basically they stand out and they just don't look nice. So we wanted to get that powder coated into a black finish. And then we got the stock bar here as well.
The first thing I always show people, and they're always amazed by, is that it actually is powder.
It is the actual powder.
Yeah. There's actually powder in there.
Okay.
So people always get a little shocked by that.
Yeah. I can see we have an electrical current here, so powder has to stick somehow. So it's not, it has nothing to do with heat?
Not at this point. The application portion is not heat.
Okay, so it's first electric static. We have a negative charge.
And a positive.
And the gun is shooting out a positive.
So the gun is shooting out a positive charge that as the powder passes through the gun,
electricity is going through the powder itself.
And then the powder is attracted towards the negatively grounded
and it
part.
sticks onto that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now he's going to go ahead and shoot it. So you'll see.
So that's done through the compressor. So you do have some air coming through there, and wow, look at that.
So it's a powder cloud that is just coming out of the gun that we set the rate that we want it to come so that we can apply it
and that's
the way we want.
Well, look at it.
And that's how it's done.
The excess powder doesn't get recycled.
No, like it's
so once that's gone past,
it's
gone through the filter,
so
it's gone.
Yeah, the dust collectors collect it.
But you do have quite a bit of control on where you're kind of shooting it, I would presume.
Yeah. So just like most paint processes, it looks really simple.
I guess
when the guy is just waving his hand
on wheels and stuff like that. I think is a whole lot better just due to the fact that the surfaces are big, whereas tubular frames, it's just kind of like a waste.
Yeah, it's all the nooks and crannies that really can cause havoc in the powder coating process. So pieces like this are no big deal.
When you say you're done, that's it. The one coat. Now painting is like 3-4 coats.
So like the matte, you've got matte black here. So matte black is just going to be a single stage color.
One shot.
It'll go into the oven. Yeah. It'll start to flow out. So flow out is when the actual powder is melting and actually doing the cross-linking process.
Okay.
And from that point,
that's it.
It'll fully cure and it'll come out as a matte black piece.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So that's it. You don't have to reshoot, sand it back down, and then reshoot, and then buff it, and do all that like painting. No. That's where powder coating
has the advantage.
Has the huge advantage over painting, right?
And you'll be able to take it home 10 minutes after it comes out of the oven pretty much.
There you go. So that is now between a matte finish or a gloss finish in a black, is it different powders?
It is different powders.
Different powders, okay.
Yeah, so there's actually dulling agents that are added to it.
Okay. So. Awesome. All right. So here, I'll get out of your way. I've seen some people kind of do the DIY at home with their own ovens and stuff like that, but I mean,
that's just
don't waste your time. Come and see somebody like these guys. Right?
Exactly.
Come and see the professionals, right? So these guys are doing a good thing.
It is something that when you try to put a really big part into something and you cause yourself trouble trying to get it into the oven and so forth.
They've been doing it for 10 years, so yeah, exactly, right? So all your powder coating is done here.
Yeah, so it's all the booth and then gets transferred to the oven.
Take it straight in there and then you put it in the oven. And generally, how long does it go in the oven for?
So actual time it takes is dependent on the part. So the bigger the part, the longer it's going to take to get up to temperature.
Okay.
So we need that actual part to get up to 400 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And then stay there for 10 minutes.
Okay. So it has to be product that is acceptable for heat.
Yes.
First off,
so any sort of aluminum, steel, magnesium. We've done titanium. Anything that can take the temperature.
Doesn't melt. That's right. Like if you got a swing arm like this or an A arm or whatever it may be, and it's got bushings in there, you absolutely have to take the bushings out.
You do.
You really have to strip it down to the bare metal, right?
Yeah.
So bearings as well, because you're going to get the powder inside the bearings.
You're going to get sand in the bearing from sandblasting.
That's
probably the worst part. So sand inside of bearings don't make the bearing last.
No. So really, it's all about preparing the product right from the beginning.
We do ask that the bearings come removed before drop off.
Question on something like that. So because it's threaded, can you guys take?
So this guy actually did his. I don't do this very often. More often than not, we put plugs.
Because I mean that would be a chain adjuster. I mean that's a.
So you don't want to get powdered the threads. That's going to be kind of hard to do it.
So
usually we use plugs, but this guy's kind of afraid about.
Okay.
We would usually put plugs into all our different sizes.
So but however,
these are heat resistant.
They're heat resistant.
So they can go through the oven.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Can it be retapped? Worst case scenario.
You can run a tap through it.
just to clean up the threads and stuff like
Just
that.
trying to make life easier for the guy that's doing
Plugging
the
it
assembly.
is easier. So don't leave anything left on. Strip it right down. Get it as clean as possible. Bring it over to powder coaters such as Brightside, and man, it's so worth it compared to painting or polishing and stuff like that. Powder coating, I know from many years ago, I mean, we used to do our wheels and stuff like that, and we would take a hose with a bit of soap and wash it, and it just runs right off. There's no cleaning process. It's really maintenance free. Once it's done, it makes it super clean, right?
It's very chemical resistant and so forth. Like our what I tell people is treat it like you treat your paint on your car.
Yeah.
You know, so it has scrubbability. You don't have to worry about it harming. You can use cleaners and so forth. Don't use anything too caustic that you wouldn't use on the paint of your car. But you get years of durability, and you can run it
super solid.
When you're talking about wheels, run them right through winter. Salt, it's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So you have no worries there.
Pretty neat, eh? Got to do your bike next. All right.
Funky colors. Funky colors. No matte blacks.
Like, yeah, we were talking about that. We wanted to do the half of the wheel one specific color, and then you wanted to do the other half, right? So you can actually add two colors together, or you can run one color into another color between.
It is the time and effort to do it. It all kind of escalates from there, but it can be done. So
yeah, same as painting, but you can do it with a powder.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there you go.
So
awesome. Okay, so not only, Mike, do you do powder coating, you also do, what's it called?
Ceramic coating.
Ceramic coating.
So ceramic coating is one of these terms that are used in a whole bunch of different processes. You've probably heard of ceramic coating the outside of your car to protect it. But ceramic coating, in my sense, is actually applying Seracote. So Seracote is a product that's gained a lot of popularity in high temperature coatings. So we do it a lot on
specifically designed for high temperature.
High temperature. So this stuff you can take it to 2,000 Fahrenheit. You can glow it red. Okay. It's a
liquid form.
It is applied through a spray gun. Okay. The reason why a lot of powder coaters do it is because it does need to be cured in the oven. So
so the curing process is the same.
So you do need an oven to do it. So a lot of powder coaters take it on because it's a similar process.
So what is the benefit from ceramic coating versus powder coating?
It's two different things. So ceramic coating is definitely about the high temperature coating. Right? Okay. It does add performance because it actually keeps the heat in the pipe.
That's awesome. And then this is an example of what it is, right?
Yeah. So those are some vintage pipes off of Norton that I just recently.
So that's always the finish that it will be like. It will be in a matte or
all ceramics are
kind of finish,
like very low gloss.
Okay.
The black is probably one of the smoother, most common colors towards it. So
you're not going to ceramic coat a frame and all of that.
No, right? no. And you actually look like probably one of the big things that ceramic coatings run wild with is actually guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so gun coatings.
Okay.
So customizing guns. Bike guys are bike guys, and gun guys are gun guys, and they modify their stuff as well.
Is that a tougher finish than a powder coat?
Powder's tougher.
No. Okay.
But
again, we're not. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're going to be throwing rocks at it, right?
It does not add thickness.
Okay.
So in the gun's case, it still allows things to slide and fit together.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you powder coat something, you do add thickness.
You are adding some volume to it,
so
right?
It makes things harder to fit together.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. Awesome. One thing that Mike did mention to me, which is very important, compared to many of the other bigger kind of commercial powder coating places, is Mike does take his time and puts a lot of effort into the fit and finish when it comes to not just the powder coating.
Here's an example.
Yeah, exactly, right? So a lot of times, there are certain areas, certain sections inside here too. Look at that. There are certain areas, certain sections that you do not want to put the powder coat on, whereas now Mike does take his time and cleans it up. He uses heat resistant plugs on as an example here. So again, fit and finish is always his top priority when it comes to doing any kind of powder coating, whereas many other places they just kind of shoot it and then you have to deal with kind of the cleanup yourself. So bear that in mind here for the Brightside Custom. What is it? Brightside Custom powder coating
and ceramic coating.
And ceramic coating.
We definitely go as Brightside Customs.
Awesome. So Brightside Customs, man. Check these guys out in the Toronto region. Again, we'll have all the description, all the information down at the bottom for you guys. But yeah, like, this guy's awesome. He's super awesome.
Rob.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. So, look at that finish. There you go, guys. There you go. Awesome. And then yeah, so we did the protection over the throttle 2 part, and I was thinking about that too the other day. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to tell Mike that this is threaded. But there you go. See,
yeah, as soon as we see a thread, we'll do it.
I didn't even have to tell him. Mike saw straight away that it was threaded for the bar end, and he put a plug in there. So I was just like, oh my god, I don't know if I have a tap that's going to be big enough. See, you guys, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. There you go. So like I said, somebody takes this per heart into your heart, and you just take care of the good quality services that you do. I love it. That's awesome, guys. That's cool. Oh, he did it. No. So there you go. So that's cooked on there, and that thing will never.
That's the correct phrase. It's cooked on.
That's cooked on, eh?
It ain't coming off.
And I love how, you know, even because it's a powder, like, see you can still see
numbers and stuff.
Yeah, like you can still see the details and everything on that, right? It's super nice. So I was worried that if you
lose any of the metal,
the shape and the style and the design, you don't lose. I was worried if it would fill it up. But that's all about how long you shoot it and all that, right?
This is pretty forgiving. Pretty forgiving. Like people can lay on a spot there, like, and you top it.
Yeah.
That part would melt evenly.
It would still melt evenly.
So you're not going to get a blob of paint.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
up, right?
you try and paint, and you get runs, and you get lift, and you get
powder coating is a bit forgiving, but that's all what you do. Right? Take a look, and you make sure everything has a nice even.
Yeah.
Nice even.
So
you
awesome.
know exactly what your finish is going to be like.
Yeah.
I could have put a powder on really heavy, and then what you see, you see like little ridges in your paint. And
okay.
This is a
it wouldn't. Would it do? Yeah, like this is so factory finished. Would you ever have what they refer to as a fisheye pin or orange peeling or
orange
like paint, right? Yeah.
Okay. If I had to paint that again, it already has a coat on it, so to add a second coat onto that coat,
it would build up.
Electrostatic, right? The electricity doesn't penetrate.
It doesn't penetrate as well.
It gets weaker,
okay.
And you see a little speck.
Ah, okay.
And that electrostatic is going to remain there. It never comes off.
So when you do a shoot, if you have to do, so you're always better to do a single shoot. Yeah.
You kind of run the risk.
Imperfections.
That's right.
Okay, awesome.
But there's also techniques and fixing it, right?
Yeah.
You have that problem now where you heat the part up to about 300 degrees.
Yeah.
You did the second coat really big, put it back.
Ah, okay. Because then it kind of attracts or it adheres to it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Cool.
Those are all the tricks that come to this thing.
Awesome. All right. Well, that concludes our videos here for that. And here, you're gonna grab that one. That's super cool. So that's pretty good, eh? That was right. So Mike and Rick at Brightside Custom powder coating. So there you go. That's how it's done. As you've seen, that wasn't too long in regards to the process of powder coating, and I personally found that powder coating is definitely a way to go compared to painting when it comes to motorsport products, just due to the fact that they are more forgiving when it comes to, I'm not going to say paint chips and stuff like that, but when it comes to abrasion or you ding it or you knock it or do something, right? If it was on a painted product, it would just chip right off or scratch, and oh, what a mess. Especially this, like here, say show the foot pegs. To me was the most important thing, because so many people go out and they paint foot pegs, or they do that plasti dipping of the foot pegs. But even though if you're, and this is on the passenger one, but even though if you don't put your feet too often on it, it doesn't take much for that paint to actually tear off or rip off or wear down back to the bare metal, and then it looks absolutely horrible.
Cheap.
It's just cheaply done, right? So with the powder coating process, once it's on there, it's baked on there, it stays on there, and it will be there forever and ever. So
it's not too pricey either.
Pricing is fantastic. So again, each project, depending on the projects, depending on what you're doing to the products itself, best thing to do is you reach out to your powder coater within your region. If you are again in the Toronto region, I highly recommend that you guys use Mike from Brightside. Passionate guy. He's been doing it for many years, and 10 years plus.
And then
Rick is 25. Yeah, so yeah, these guys are very passionate about what they do, and they do it really well. So for that, I highly recommend these guys to all of you locals for that. So anyways, we're done for that project for today. Tomorrow we are heading off to Street Extreme to go and pick up the painted, yes, painted plastic body panels for the MT09. And from that, we are pretty much almost done, other than I'm just waiting for a couple of more vinyl graphics to come in from shipping, which hopefully should be here by mid-week, before Valentine's Day, I would have to say. And then we will start assembling the bike. So until then, stay tuned, subscribe. Don't forget to comment if you have any questions. Let us know. Be safe, be good. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Take care.